It's been a very wonderful experience for me to come to Australia. I was very anxious to come and see what it was like and to meet the people in this country. When we got off the plane, the immigration authorities handed us so many forms and asked us so many questions that finally I said, we are not trying to invade Australia. All we're trying to do is just to come here for 2 weeks and go away again. We have felt a great wave of friendliness and welcome from the Australian people, not only from the Baha'is, but those people that we have casually met or that I've had the pleasure of meeting in my public lectures. It's a wonderful thing to find this, because it's what we need so much in the world, this spirit of friendliness that does away with the barriers between people, and which really, if you analyze it, is the only thing that can reduce the danger of war, which is hanging over all of us all the time.
Friends, we shall start the temple dedication ceremony by opening with a prayer from our dear and beloved Clara Dunn, who, as you all know, was the pioneer to this continent, who has established and been responsible for establishing a world faith on one of the continents of the world.
Shall I hold on to you? Oh Lord, my God, my haven in my distress, my shield and my shelter in my woe.
Probably we've gotten so used to these unpleasant headlines year after year. They're going to have another top-level conference. They're going to discuss disarmament. They're going to ban this, that, and the other thing. And the leaders of humanity, the people we have every right to hope will solve our problems, get together and the whole thing falls through once more. And they go home, and the average human being sighs and says, well, I don't know why they can't come to any agreement. We seem to be in as much danger as before. And we go on about our ordinary existence, usually, I think, trying to forget the situation in which we find ourselves. We go to theater, the movies, I don't know what you call it here, the cinema, I don't know what the Australian word is, the flickers, the pictures. And we look at television and we do this and that, and we hurry about our materialistic existence because we don't really want to think of the position in which we find ourselves. We need in the world today an answer which is big enough to embrace all people and their problems.
Why was the temple built here in Australia?
Well, it was built in Australia because Sydney is the oldest Baha'i center in Australia, and the Baha'i faith started in this part of the world when two Americans, Mr. and Mrs. Hyde Dunn, came out here to really give the Australians a chance to hear about the Baha'i faith. And ever since then, there's been a great development in this part of the world, particularly in the Sydney area. So my husband chose Sydney as the seat of the 4th Baha'i temple of the entire world, and we have a lovely name for it. We call it the Mother Temple of the Antipodes.
When people come to the Baha'i faith, do they have to drop their own faith first?
No, no one who comes here to worship. You see, after Sunday, this building will be holding a weekly service, and it will be open to people of any denomination, any belief whatsoever, atheists or any religion of the world. They can come here and hear readings from the sacred writings of all the great world religions.
Do they get a sermon?
No, they don't, because we don't. This is a place of prayer, meditation, and worship to the one God of all men. They will hear no sermons in this building. We have Baha'i meetings. If they want to hear about the Baha'i faith, they can come and hear Baha'i talks. But there will be no talks given in this temple. We Baha'is believe that it is our great privilege to contribute this faith to the welfare of mankind. We have heard about it and we want to share it with others.